reborn back to the day my sister and I were choosing our mates. I awakened the power of mind reading. This time, I must snatch that gentle man away in advance. Hello, I am Sheila. I hope to become your mate. Clearly, Sheila had also been reborn with the memories of her past life.
Since your sister has chosen Julian, you will fulfill the pact with the Silverfrost Pack and become the mate of the Lion King Raymond.
So what if Raymond is the Lycan King? He was severely wounded at the border and lost his male function long ago. My good sister, in this life, you can take the suffering in my place. Watching her barely contain joy, I almost laughed out loud. Did she honestly think that the man I married in my past life was someone of good character? In our past life, my sister Sheila snatched King Raymond first. Raymond was the most handsome, pure-blood alpha on the entire continent, but he was obsessed with expanding his territory all day long. The Sheila of my past life tries to seduce him every night, but was thrown out of his bedchamber every single time. In the end, because she could not give birth to an heir, the Luna Downhorde deemed her a useless waste and expelled her from the castle. As for Julian, whom I married, although he was just an illegitimate son with no inheritance rights, he gave me the utmost gentle love on the surface, accompanying me on walks every day, hosting banquets for me, and holding me up as the happiest woman before outsiders, making the entire pack envy me. It was not until later, when King Raymond died unexpectedly, that Julian naturally inherited the throne, and I became the supreme Luna of the pack. Sheila was driven mad with jealousy. While I was out inspecting the territory, she colluded with a dark wizard and drove a rampaging beast to attack my carriage, dying together with me. However, what she did not know was that Julian's so-called gentleness was nothing but a scam. Since she wants this hypocrite in this life, I will gladly give him to her. As you wish, Father. It is my honor to accompany His Majesty Raymond. As soon as I drew close, I felt atop the terrifying auras of Alpha. Wonder my sister was hurt so badly him in our past life. I tried to listen to Raymond's inner thoughts, but his mind was as silent as stagnant water.
What a beautiful little darling. She will make the perfect plaything.
Hearing this sentence, a shudder went through my whole body, and I instinctively grabbed Raymond's large, rough, clappished hand. Although his personality was cold, his hand was very warm. Although he was dangerous, at least his character was straightforward. In this life, I will use the power of this Lycan King to hold power and wealth firmly in my own hands. On this day in our past life, Raymond did not show up at the altar at all. On the contrary, Julian arrived early in the morning holding fresh flowers, winning the praise of the entire pack. In this life, it was still the same. Julian, wearing a pure white formal suit, gently lifted Sheila onto a wild direwolf. When passing by me, Sheila deliberately made the direwolf stop and taunted. "Scarlet, your Lycan King doesn't seem to take this wedding seriously at all." "Don't trouble yourself, Sheila. Just mind yourself and don't fall off." Her face darkened, and she cursed viciously in her heart. "Smile all you want. When you spend your wedding night all alone in an empty bed tonight, let's see if you can still laugh." Due Raymond's absence, I faced the same malicious Sheila's marrow grew even more braven. In front of all the elders, she hooked her arms around Julian's neck and declared loudly, "I love you, Julian." Then, she kissed Julian's lips fiercely. After the kiss ended, her face was completely flushed, and she stared at me provocatively. I knew she wanted to see me react the way she did in our past life. At this time in our past life, because Sheila felt humiliated, she flew into a rage at the altar and even knocked over the holy water, which caused her to suffer endless punishments in the castle after marriage. I will never repeat the mistake she made. Warriors and elders of the Silverfrost Pack. His Majesty Raymond is presiding over an extremely extremely important defense negotiation at the border today. Tonight's totem oath will be completed by me, on his behalf. The Luna Dowager, sitting in the main seat, showed a flash of surprise in her eyes and cast an approving look at me. The Silverfrost Pact was famous across the continent, and what they cared about most was the honor and dignity of the royal family. When the king is not present, I must uphold the dignity of the throne. Sheila also noticed the Luna Dowager's gaze, and her face twisted with jealousy.
What a fake. When it's time for the allegiance oath ritual in a moment, I will definitely make you make fool of sort self in public.
I sneered in my heart. Being able to hear other people's thoughts is truly a trump card. When it came to the step of stepping forward to take the oath to the Luna Dowager, I lifted the hem of my long skirt and walked toward the main seat. Sheila's gaze remained fixed on my feet, counting silently in her heart.
1, 2, 3, fall!
Because Sheila had lunged forward with too much force, she completely missed her footing and crashed heavily onto the stone floor.
Sheila, are you all right?
The icy holy water splashed all over her, leaving her looking utterly wretched. But I heard the venom in his heart.
What an absolute idiot.
The Luna Dowager's face darkened with severe displeasure.
So clumsy and reckless. Is this any way for the wife of a second run to behave?
I'm sorry, Mother. I didn't mean to. The Luna Dowager turned to look at me, her eyes softening with approval.
Scarlet, tonight I will personally command Raymond to return to the castle to accompany you. I will not have you slighted on your first night.
Late that night, Raymond returned, the scent of winter frost and exhaustion clinging to his heavy cloak. I walked over quietly and took the coat he had shed.
Your Majesty, you must be weary from today's journey.
He only gave me a piercing, cold glance before walking straight into the bathing chamber. In our past life, Sheila had been left to spend her wedding night in a cold, empty bed, becoming the laughingstock of the entire castle. Unable to swallow her humiliation, she had gone to complain to the Luna Dowager. When Raymond emerged wearing a loose black bathrobe, his damp hair clinging to his forehead, he saw me curled up on the narrow chaise lounge.
Scarlet, are you testing my patience? On our wedding night, my Luna would rather sleep on a chaise line?
No, Your Majesty. Ours is merely a political marriage born of alliance, devoid of any emotional foundation. Forcing the fulfillment of marital duties would only be a torment to us both. Why don't we agree to a cooperation instead?
Cooperation?
We act as a devoted couple in public to uphold the absolute honor of the royal family. I will manage the castle affairs flawlessly for you, and in return, you grant me the supreme authority that belongs to a Luna. As for affection and physical intimacy, I will never demand them from you.
You're far more interesting than I anticipated, Scarlet. Deal.
I quietly breathed a sigh of relief. In our past life, rumors claimed his personality was tyrannical, and that he had lost his male capability after a border war. The next morning, I was awakened by a series of rhythmic, heavy thuds. Rubbing my eyes, I sat up only to find Raymond, shirtless, performing one-handed push-ups on the carpet. Sweat flowed freely along the sculpted muscles of his back and shoulders. This physique was countless times more powerful than Julian's.
Had your fill of watching?
A sudden blush rushed to my face, and I quickly averted my eyes.
Get dressed. Come with me to the dining hall. The servants are watching. Do not forget our cooperation.
My arm looped neatly through Raymond's. No sooner had we reached the corridor than we ran straight into Sheila and Julian, their fingers tightly interlaced. Sheila was wearing a provocatively low-cut silk dress today, her neck and collarbones deliberately covered in dark hickeys.
Wrapped up so tightly, she's definitely covered in bruises from Raymond abusing her last night, intentionally covering them up. Scarlet, how was your wedding night? Was His Majesty the Lion King gentle? Julian tired me out so much with his relentless tossing and turning last night.
Sheila, according to the ancient laws of the Silverfrost Pact, you should respectfully address me as Your Grace the Luna, or elder sister-in-law.
His Majesty Raymond hasn't even spoken himself. What gives you the right to demand such deference from me?
Raymond,
Look at the Luna you married. Isn't she acting far above her state?
Damn fool. Julian, what is the first article of the Silver Frost Pact Code?
Julian's head snapped down immediately. Under the sheer weight of bloodline dominance, his legs trembled involuntarily. The next second, Julian slapped Sheila hard across the face.
Kneel and greet the Lycan King and Her Grace the Luna immediately!
Greetings, Your Majesty. Greetings, Her Grace the Luna.
Take her to receive 30 flashes. Do not let her filthy blood stain the dining hall carpet.
Raymond commanded, not even deigning to look at them. He slid a firm arm around my waist, guiding me straight past their kneeling forms. In my past life, in order to survive Julian's whims, I had memorized these pact codes backward and forward. The first iron rule of Silverfrost: any lower-ranking werewolf who shows disrespect to the Lycan King or the Luna shall receive 30 lashes. Her face was deathly pale, and she sat shivering in her chair. However, I caught a sharp movement beneath the table. Hidden by the long tablecloth, Julian was gripping Sheila's hand, his sharp wolf claws digging deep into the flesh of her knuckles. Blood dripped onto the floor. Julian's inner voice was roaring with murderous rage. Bitch! Because of your stupidity, I lost all my dignity in front of Raymond today. Sheila's body convulsed in agony, not daring to utter a single sound. In my past life, less than 3 days into our marriage, Julian had revealed his true nature as a sadistic abuser. He had tormented me with the cruelest methods while playing the perfect loving husband in public. Sheila, in this life you fought so hard to marry this poisonous snake yourself. Enjoy his venom slowly. The Luna Dowager walked into the hall, leaning heavily on her scepter. We all rose to greet her. The Luna Dowager gave a slight nod of acknowledgement, but the moment her gaze landed on Sheila, her expression turned thunderous.
Mother, I apologize for my disgraceful appearance. It's only because Julian was far too passionate last night. He mentioned he hopes we can conceive a strong heir for the Silverfrost Pack as soon as possible.
Shameless creature! The dining table of the Silverfall royal family is no place for you to flaunt your bedchamber dianchery, dressed so provocatively, covered in mating marks. Where have you put the royal family's dignity?
Mother, I'm sorry. I didn't know the rules.
Mother, it is entirely my fault. I was too overcome with passion last night and failed to remind her of the castle's sacred laws. Please punish me and do not let our ignorance ruin your health.
Looking at the two of them groveling like dogs on the floor, I elegantly cut a piece of medium-rare venison and brought it to my lips. Today's breakfast tasted absolutely wonderful. The Luna Dowager gave a cold snort and signaled for the breakfast to resume. Raymond remained silent throughout the tense meal. Thank you, darling.
Scarlet, after breakfast, have Raymond take you to the central sanctum. As Silverfold's Luna, you must begin overseeing the Pack's core industries and our magic potion supply chain.
I accepted gracefully. In my past life, the Luna Dowager had offered the exact same keys to power to Sheila, but back then, Sheila had coutly excused herself. She had severed her own hands from the reins of power, which was precisely why she ended up when she was later driven out of the castle. Soon after, the royal carriage was speeding along the road, bearing us toward the sacred central sanctum. Inside the jotting carriage, I tried once more to focus my mind and listen to Raymond's thoughts, but his mind was terrifyingly silent. Upon our arrival at the sanctum, he escorted me to a private meeting chamber.
Stay here. Do not wander off.
He commanded, his long fingers giving the back of my neck a brief, surprisingly soothing pinch before he turned and strode out. Watching his silhouette recede, an unbidden instinct urged me to follow him quietly.
Your Majesty, this is a priceless ancient formula capable of completely purifying the silver poison that afflicts lichens. 3 million gold coins. Not a single coin less. Thank the heavens I did my research before risking this trip. The Silverfrost Pack is filthy rich, but they are desperate to cure their silver poison. This so-called ancient formula is nothing but the cheapest hallucinogenic weeds from the southern swamps mixed with a bit of glowing tree sap. It didn't even cost me a few copper coins to brew. I am going to absolutely fly these wealthy beasts.
Bonjour, Monsieur Pierre. A dose of Hallucinodort's fluorescent sap mixed with glowing grass juice. This stuff is useless except for creating the illusion that wounds are healing. Monsieur Pierre, attempting the Supreme Lyokan King with a poison worth less than a handful of copers. Who gave you the audacity? The Lyman King was lounging with his long legs crossed lazily. His golden eyes held no anger at my sudden ambrosion. Instead, they danced with amusement. He raised an highbrow, gesturing with a tilt of his hand as if to say, "Please, continue." He was not angry. In fact, he was entirely indulging my overstep. However, you have already launched an extensive marketing campaign across the major auction houses of the Western continents. The Silverfrost Pack has no use for its non-existent effects, but we do require its grand reputation to pacify the anxieties of our lower-ranking wolves. In consideration of the vast distribution network you control, I will offer you this much.
1 million gold coins?
No. What I meant was 10,000 gold coins.
My lady! Who do you think you are? How can you make such an insulting offer? Since the Silverfrost Pack lacks any true sincerity, this deal is off. I will take my formula elsewhere.
Pierre, did you truly believe you could walk out of the North alive?
The 1 million gold coins is for the hidden syndicates operating behind your back. You will sign this channel transfer contract, and then you will bow to my wife and beg forgiveness for your vile insolence. My profoundest apologies, Your Grace, the noble Luna.
That formula is worthless. You knew with absolute certainty that he was a fraudulent thief. Why did you still authorize 1 million gold coins for him?
Scarlet, you possess brilliant talent, but you do not yet understand the game of politics. Pierre isn't fool, but the vast smuggling channels he crossed the Western continents are priceless. What I purchased today was not his potion, it was his infrastructure. Once I turn around and leak this cure through his channels to our rival vampire clans in their ranks, but it will not also allow the Silverfrost Pack to reap 100 times the initial profit.
I was completely stunned. So this was the depth and chilling ambition of a pure-blood Alpha King.
But I find myself deeply curious, my Luna. How did a duke's sheltered daughter, raised within the cloated walls of a peaceful southern manor, recognized at a single glance a black market chemical potion?
He was too close. So close that I could count his eyelashes and feel the dangerous rhythmic rise and fall of his chest pressing against the fabric of my dress. A woman's intuition, Your Majesty. Some of us simply possess an innate sensitivity towards herbs and sap. Your Majesty, since we are officially partners in this cooperation, I request that you grant me authority over the southern border territory and the abandoned merchant guild located there. The betrayal of my past life had carved a permanent lesson into my soul. Relying on a man's favor is the most dangerous gamble of all. I had to amass my own independent wealth and influence. Once I secured enough capital, no matter how chaotic the political tides became, I would always possess an escape route. Hearing my request, the curve of Raymond's lips deepened into a smirk. He leaned in even closer, his nose grazing the hollow of my neck as he inhaled my scent deeply.
Scarlet, you are a beautifully ambitious creature. Tell me, you wouldn't happen to be planning to tear up our sacred marriage contract and flee across the border? The very moment you have hoarded enough gold to survive without me, would you?
Could this terrifying man also read minds? His beast-like, predatory intuition was sharper than a blade. Of course not, Your Majesty. I merely wish to relieve my alpha of the administrative headache caused by those unruly rogue packs at the border.
I will grant you the territory, Scarlet. But before you take the reins, you will remain here at the Sanctum, learning directly from me what it truly means to be a sovereign ruler.
In the days that followed, I remained by Raymond's side, studying the intricate administrative machinery required to rule the entire Silverfrost Pack. One evening, Raymond surprisingly took the initiative to suggest taking me to dine at the city's most luxurious establishment, the Obsidian Crest.
It was there that we ran directly into Julian and Sheila. Sheila was holding a silver knife, attentively slicing a prime cut of venison loin for Julian. The exact moment she saw Raymond and me walking side by side toward them, her face contorted.
Damn it. Running into this bitch at a time like this. Today, I absolutely cannot let her overshadow me.
Greetings, Your Majesty the Alpha King. Greetings, Your Grace the Luna. What a fascinating coincidence, Sheila. Raymond did not repel my sudden closeness. Instead, he subtly shifted his posture, pulling me noticeably closer against the warmth of his powerful body.
Brother. Elder sister-in-law.
Raymond did not deign to spare them a glance. The icy aura unique to absolute sovereigns forced both of them to instinctively retreat half a step. Keeping his arm wrapped around my waist, he guided me past them toward the royal family's private premier booth. Behind us, I could feel Sheila's gaze locked onto my back, her sharp nails digging deep into her palms. Halfway through the feast, I excused myself to the powder room. I had barely finished washing my hands when a tattered shadow suddenly blocked the exit. Sheila slammed the heavy door shut, locking it from the inside, her face a mask of twisted, venomous jealousy.
Scarlet, stop putting on this pathetic act. Raymond is nothing but an impotent brute, a ruthless tyrant. You must be getting tortured, aren't you?
I offered her a smile, my gaze shifting deliberately to the faint scars peeking out from the edge of her sleeve. Oh, my dear sister, whatever happened to your wrist? Why is it riddled with the puncture wounds unique to dark magic silver needles?
Mind your own business!
This is merely an intimate game between Julian and me. You would understand, of course. After all, Raymond hasn't even bothered to lay a finger on you yet, has he? Unlike my Julian, who craves my body, utterly exhausting me with his passion. Then that is truly a grand milestone worth celebrating. I wish you and your husband an eternity of such boundless joy. I attempted to step around her, but within her mind, a sudden shriek erupted.
Die, you bitch!
In the next fraction of a second, her sharp, unsheathed wolf claws came slashing toward my face. The door was shattered inward with a deafening crack. In a blur of motion, Raymond's boot connected with Sheila's torso, sending her flying violently across the room.
Laying your filthy hands on my Luna. Sheila, do not tempt me to find out how quickly your spine cracks.
According to the laws of the Silverfrost Pack, and physical assault on the Luna was a offense, punishable by being thrown into the dungeons to feed the venomous serpents. In our past life, Sheila had locked me in those depths once. Therefore, she knew better than anyone the horrors that awaited within those dark cells.
Your Majesty, Scarlet provoked me first. Please, I beg of you, do not cast me into the pit.
Take your woman to the dungeons. Let her clear her mind within the dark for 7 days, short by a single hour, and you will step into the pits to serve the remainder of her sentence.
Vile bitch. It would be a blessing if the vipers devoured her down there. She does nothing but drag me into ruin with her utter stupidity.
Upon our return to the royal bedchamber, Raymond acted uncharacteristically frantic. He pushed me gently down onto the sofa.
Are you harmed?
I am perfectly fine. She never touched a single thread, my heart hammering. I placed my palms against his chest, attempting to create distance.
You were gone too long. Tell me the truth, Scarlet. Why did she attack you? What words passed between you two?
Sheila felt the need to brag about how remarkably attentive Julian is in her bed every night. She was mocking you for not claiming your rights, for leaving me untouched since our wedding night. That is what triggered her rage.
So, is my Luna subtly lodging a complaint? Are you aggrieved that I have neglected my duties since our wedding night?
No, Your Majesty, you have entirely misunderstood. I never implied...
Scarlet?
Raymond leaned down, almost brushing my lips.
The mate bond already recognizes us. We are bound. Have you truly never once desired to explore what fated mates do beneath the sheets?
The heat radiating from his skin was terrifyingly high, saturating the air with his dominant alpha pheromones. Every primal instinct in my body was damnably drawn to him, screaming for surrender, but my rigid reason flashed red alerts. No, men are nothing but a beautiful poison. Were the agonizing lessons of my past life not enough, I must never allow my heart to fall into his custody. Of course not, Your Majesty. I made my terms clear from the very beginning. I accepted this marriage solely because I required the protection and leverage of the Silverfrost Pact to survive. As for the bearing of heirs or the pursuit of physical pleasure, I do not desire it, nor will I ever be interested.
Is that truly all I am to you? A shield of convenience?
That is all. The The next day, Raymond fulfilled his promise and granted me full authority over the Silverfrost Pack's Magic Potion Merchant Guild and supply chain located in the south. I began to devote all my energy to running the Southern Merchant Guild. My goal was very clear: to utilize the resources in my hands to earn 10 million gold coins before the time of Raymond's death in my past life. In the days that followed, I won over all kinds of high-level bounty hunters, bringing astonishing profits to the Merchant Guild. Upon learning of this, the Luna Dowager was overjoyed and allowed me to take 20% of every trade as my personal compensation. On the other side, Sheila finally ended her punishment and was released from the dungeons. In the evening, I finished my work and returned to the castle, running into Sheila and Julian in the courtyard. Sheila had become emaciated and out of shape, yet she still wore heavy makeup as she walked toward me holding Julian's arm.
Elder sister-in-law, I have already applied to Mother. Starting tomorrow, I will follow you to the Southern Merchant Gang to learn the business, hoping to share some of the administrative pressure for you.
She kept her head bowed, appearing incredibly submissive, but at the same time, I heard both of their inner thoughts, Julian.
Soon, once the two of you are dead, I will become the Alpha King.
Haha, you fools. I will make you all die together very soon. The wealth of the entire Silverfrost Pack will be mine alone in the end.
So that was it. In my past life, Raymond did not die from an accident at all. In this life, Julian not only wanted to murder his own older brother, but he also wanted to treat me as prey. And Sheila, too, was planning how to kill Julian. All right, since you are so ambitious, report directly to the Southern Merchant Guild tomorrow. Since you want to play this game so badly, I will fulfill your wish.